Thevenin's. So Thevenin's theorem, when we say Thevenin's theorem, it states that any linear two-terminal circuit containing voltage sources, current sources, and resistors can be replaced by an equivalent circuit consisting of, so we have here a single voltage source called Thevenin voltage. So that is our VTH in series with a single resistance called RTH, Thevenin resistance. Ayan. So meaning we can use the previous topics, source transformation and superposition for this topic, Thevenin's theorem. So it states lang here that if we have two-terminal circuit, okay, so I forgot the word circuit here, any linear two-terminal circuit containing voltage sources, current sources, resistors can be replaced. So we can transform the two-terminal circuit into its equivalent Thevenin's circuit, where the Thevenin circuit consists of a single voltage source, VTH, in series with a single resistance, RTH. So for example, I have here a random circuit. Okay, so for example, we have here a random circuit. Okay, so here is our random circuit. Let's say we have here a load resistor RL. Okay, so for example, that's the random circuit that we have. We have a linear two-terminal circuit. Our two-terminal circuit is this A and B. Okay, we have terminals AB. Okay, so we have here voltage sources, current sources, we have resistors here. So that's the I mean, linear two-terminal circuit. Okay, where we can get its equivalent Thevenin's circuit. Okay, so those components inside that blue box, ano po, can be replaced by an equivalent Thevenin's, which is or which consists of a single voltage source, VTH, in series with this single resistance, RTH, at terminals AB. Okay, so this one, those components inside this box can be transformed or can be replaced by this equivalent Thevenin circuit. Okay? And then, just connect the load resistor RL here. Okay. So that's the Thevenin's theorem. We are replacing that linear two-terminal circuit to its equivalent Thevenin circuit. Ano po? Okay? So, yung naka-box, ita-transform lang natin yan papunta dito sa dinrawing ko na naka-blue. Ano po? Ang Thevenin circuit, yan ay may voltage source na naka-series sa resistor. Thevenin voltage, Thevenin resistance. Okay? Now, what's the working principle of the Thevenin's theorem? Or what are the steps to be followed? Ano po? In Thevenin's theorem. First things first, if you have a load, just like this one, we have an RL, you need to remove that load. Okay? So meaning, if we will to remove that load, this will become, uh, okay, this will become an open circuit. Okay? So, this will become open. Okay? And the voltage across that open circuit is our VOC, open circuit voltage. Ano po? So, yung voltage across dyan, sa butas na yan, sa open circuit na yan, yan yung tinatawag natin na open circuit voltage. And that open circuit voltage is equivalent to our Thevenin's voltage. So, you can determine your Thevenin voltage across that open terminals AB. Okay? And then how can you determine that VTH? You can use a lot of techniques, a lot of network analysis techniques that we've discussed previously. So you can use mesh, nodal, you can even use CDT, VDT if necessary. Okay, so that's how you will determine your VTH. Okay, again, the voltage across that open terminals AB, which is your open circuit voltage, is equivalent to your Thevenin's voltage. Next, how can you determine your RTH, your Thevenin resistance? You already have your VTH through this, but how can you determine your RTH? To determine your RTH, again, if you have a load resistor, remove that load resistor. And then this will be open. Okay. After removing the load, the next step is to deactivate all independent sources, meaning you will turn off. We will use the principle of the superposition. Okay? You will turn off all the independent sources. All. Okay? All. So meaning, if you have a voltage source, if you will to turn off that, okay? So, you will to replace that by 0, meaning you will short circuit that part. Okay? And then if you will have, or if you have a current source, sorry, if you have a current source, replace that by 0 ampere, meaning this is an open circuit. Since you have here floating wires, you need to remove or disregard that floating wires so that this is your simplified circuit. Okay. After deactivating all your independent sources, you will come up to a simplified circuit like this. Okay. And then after that, the next step is to perform the circuit analysis. Okay. Either series or parallel, depending on what's the connection of your resistor. Okay. So kapag Na-turn off nyo na lahat ng mga independent sources ninyo, perform nyo na series parallel. Ano po? Okay? So, can you follow? Is it clear? Okay. So, again, the first step to determine VTH is to remove the load, if any. If there is a load, remove it. If not, or if there's no load resistor, okay lang. Ano po? Okay? Because regardless whether there's a load resistor or none, you will to determine pa rin naman your VOC or your VTH. Okay? And then after that, determine your RTH. Okay? Remove the load resistor. After removing, deactivate all independent sources. After deactivating, perform the circuit analysis. Okay? And then you will come up to this, circuit. Okay? You have your VTH, you have your RTH. You can draw the equivalent circuit of this circuit here. Okay? Now, for you to fully understand Thevenin's theorem, let's have an example. Okay? So, find So we have here 32 volts, 4 ohms, 12 ohms. We have here 2 amperes, 1 ohm, and our RL load resistor. As you can see, we have an arrow here. So meaning that RL is a variable resistor, meaning the amount of resistance vary. Okay, it's not a fixed resistor. Same with 412 and 1 ohm. Okay, so the amount of resistance is fixed. Okay, regardless of what the condition of our circuit is. Okay, so here we need to find the Thevenin's equivalent circuit or circuit at terminals AB, and also we need to determine the current through that load resistor if our load resistor is 6, 16, or 36 ohms. Okay. Okay. So again, in Thevenin's theorem, the first step, if there is a load resistor, remove the load resistor. So if we will to redraw our circuit, so we will come up to this circuit where the terminals AB is open. AB. Okay. So there we can determine our VTH. We have a 1 ohm here. We have 2 amperes. We have 12 ohms. We have 4 ohms. and then the 32-volt voltage source. Okay. Now, since we've already removed the load, the next step is to find VTH using other network analysis techniques. Okay. So since this is open, there is no current flowing through that 1 ohm resistor. Okay. So walang current na nagfo-flow kay 1 ohm since nga yan ay open. Okay. So that we can use nodal. Okay. We use nodal here. We will to disregard that 1 ohm because there is no current flowing there. And then we will assume that this is the reference ground. So meaning we have here a node. Okay. And that node there, I mean that voltage at that node, the voltage at that node is equivalent already to our VTH. Okay. So we can use VTH here. Okay. Since again, there is no current flowing here. Okay. We have a 0 ampere here. No current flowing. And since there is no current flow, branch currents, we can assume the flow of our current. So let's say we have I sub 1 here. We have I sub 2 here. Okay. And then you have your 2 amperes. Okay. So using nodal at node VTH, we have I sub 1 entering. So papasok, positive. I sub 2 is leaving, negative, palabas. And then 2 amperes, it flows upward and then to the left. So meaning entering. So plus I sub, I, no, we can write 2 amperes plus 2 amperes equal to 0. Again, I sub 1 entering, I sub 2 leaving, 2 amperes entering. Okay. Since this is nodal analysis, I sub 1, we have high potential minus low potential dividing that by the resistance. So I sub 1 is to the left, meaning it came from this node where we have positive 32 volts. So that we have 32 minus V1 over 4 minus, we have I sub 2 downward, meaning it came from VTH going to the ground. I will use VTH. Meaning we have VTH over 12. We can disregard 0, minus 0, because if you will to perform the operation, it's still 0. So we will just disregard it. Okay. And then plus 2 equal to 0. Okay. Next, we have 32 over 4. That is 8. And then minus 1/4 VTH minus 1 over 12 VTH plus 2 equal to 0. So combine like terms. We have 8 plus 2, that's 10. We have 1/4 plus 1 over 12. That's 1/3, but that's negative because they are both negative in sign. 1/3 VTH equal to 0. And then transposing VTH, it will become positive equal to 10. And then multiplying both sides by 3. Therefore, our VTH is equal to 30 volts. Okay. So questions? Any questions? Can you follow VTH? Okay. Next, after determining VTH, we can determine our RTH. Again, remove the load. After removing the load, deactivate all independent sources. So meaning, if we will to redraw the circuit, the 32 volts will become short-circuited. Okay, so this is the 32 volts after short-circuiting that part. And then we have 4 ohms. We have 12 ohms. We will to open the circuit for 2 amperes. It will have a floating wire. We will disregard the floating wire so that we will connect here our 1 ohm, and then going to the terminals AB so that we can determine our RTH. Okay, so we have here 4, we have here 12, and then 1 ohm. So this is just a simple series parallel circuit or parallel series. It's just a combinational circuit. Okay, so that for us to determine RTH, so we have here parallel of the two, and then the combination is in series with 1 ohm. Okay, so we have 4 parallel with 12 and series with 1. So we have here 4 times 12, 4 plus 12 plus 1. So we have 4 times 12, that's 48. 4 plus 12, that's 16 plus 1. Therefore, RTH is equal to 48 over 16, that's 3, plus 1, we have 4 ohms. Okay? So, a simple series parallel only. So that we can transform this part to its equivalent Thevenin circuit equal to, we have a single voltage source in series with a single resistance going to the terminals AB, wherein we have our RL. Okay, RL, RTH, VTH. So that's the equivalent Thevenin's circuit of the given circuit here. Okay po. Can you follow how to redraw the Thevenin circuit? Okay. Very good. And then after that, we need to determine the current through that RL if it is 6, 16, or 36 ohms. Okay. Again, VTH is 30. RTH is 4 ohms. So if RL, if RL is equal to 6 ohms, okay, so if you will notice, our circuit is just a simple series circuit. So meaning the current flowing here, which is our current I, will just be equal, diba? I total is just equal to the current flowing through RTH and through RL. Okay, so meaning, we will to find I total, where I total I is equal to our VTH over, since that's series, so the sum of the two resistors, RTH plus RL. Then substitute the values. We have 30, RTH is 4, RL, if RL is 6, so plus 6. So we have here 30 over 10, meaning I is equal to 3 amperes. How about if RL is equal to 16 ohms? Okay. So again, I just copy the formula VTH over RL, RTH plus RL. So our VTH is 30, RTH is 4, RL this time is 16. So we have 30 over 20, meaning I is 3 halves, so 1.5 amperes. Lastly, if RL is equal to 36 ohms, current I is equal to VTH over RTH plus RL equal to 30 over 4 plus RL this time is 36. So we have 30 over 40. So that's 3/4, meaning we have I is equal to 0.75 amperes. Okay. So clear tayo for the current flowing through RL. Is it clear? Okay. So nasundan naman yung ating problem 1. Any questions for problem 1? So again, I will send this copy to our GC so that you will have a copy for reference. Okay. Questions for problem 1? None? So again, reiterate ko lang. I will just reiterate the steps. First, if there is a load, remove the load. Okay. And then perform the circuit analysis to determine VTH. After determining VTH, again, remove the load, if any. Turn off all the independent sources and then perform the circuit analysis to find the RTH. And then after that, you can redraw your Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay. So if you don't have any questions for problem 1, let's proceed to problem number 2. Okay. Okay, so we have here 5-volt voltage source, 5 kilo ohm, 2 milliamps, 20 kilo ohms, 5 kilo ohms, and 6 kilo ohms. Okay, so that's the given circuit where we need to find VTH and RTH at terminals AB. So as you can see, we don't have a load resistor. So the terminals AB is already open. So meaning we can determine here our VTH. Okay. So how can we determine VTH? We can also use here nodal. Okay. So we will assume that this is our reference ground, meaning 0 volt. Okay. So we have here our V1, where that node is just similar to this node. So this two node is just similar. Okay. And then this one, we have another significant node where since that's the node across this AB, open terminals AB, meaning that's our VTH. Okay. Okay. So since there's no current flow, like problem 1, we can assume the current flow. Okay. So you can assume your current flow. Okay. So regardless naman of the direction of your current, regardless of the direction of your current, we will just come up to the same answer. Okay. Whether you, for example, you use uh, a current from VTH going to this node V1, okay? I mean, to the left yung inyong current flow na ito, pwede naman, okay? If you will to use this current in its upward direction, it's okay again. Regardless of the current flow, we will just come up to the same answer. Okay? So let's answer this at node V1. So we have here, let's say this is I sub 1, I sub 2, I sub 3, I sub 4. So we have I sub 1 entering. We have 2 milliamperes entering, so meaning 0.002. We have I sub 2 leaving and I sub 3 leaving equal to 0. Next, I sub 1 is from this node where we have 5 volts going to V1. So meaning we have 5 minus V1 over the resistance 5,000. 5,000 because that's the resistor is in kilo ohm. Okay, so times 10 raised to positive 3. So that's 5,000. And then plus 0.002 minus, we have I sub 2 downward, meaning from V1 to the ground. So we have V1 over 20,000. Then I sub 3, it's from V1 to VTH. So we have V1 minus VTH over 5,000 equal to 0. So we have 5 over 5,000, that's 1 over 1,000 minus 1 over 5,000 V sub 1 plus 0.002 minus 1 over 20,000 V1 minus 1 over 5,000 V1. Negative, negative, that's positive 1 over 5,000 VTH equal to 0. Okay, so combined like terms, we have 1 over 1,000 minus 0.002. I mean plus, sorry. Plus 0.002. Any constant? Wala na. Okay, so that's 3 over 1,000. And then we have 1 over 5,000 plus 1 over 20,000 plus 1 over 5,000. That's negative since they are all negative in sign. 9 over 20,000 V sub 1 and then plus 1 over 5,000 VTH equal to 0. Okay? So let's transpose V1. We have positive 9 over 20,000 V sub 1 equal to 3 over 1,000 plus 1 over 5,000 VTH. And then multiplying both sides by 20,000 over 9. So that we have V sub 1 equal to, we have 3 over 1,000 multiplied by 20,000 over 9. So we have 20 over 3 plus we have 1 over 5,000 multiplied by 20,000 over 9. We have 4 over 9 VTH. Okay, so that's our first equation. Next, at node V2 or at node VTH, so we have I sub 3. So it is I sub 3 and I sub 4 only. So I sub 3 entering, I sub 4 leaving equal to 0. Where I sub 3 is V1 minus VTH over 5,000 minus VTH over 6,000 equal to 0. So we have here 1 over 5,000 where V sub 1 is 20 over 3 plus 4 over 9 VTH. Okay. Minus 1 over 5,000 VTH minus 1 over 6,000 VTH equal to 0. So 1 over 5,000 times 20 over 3, that's 1 over 750. And then plus 1 over 5,000 multiplied by 4 over 9, we have 1 over 11 to 50 VTH. Minus, we have 1 over 5,000 plus 1 over 6,000. We have 11 over 30,000 VTH equal to 0. So just copy 1 over 750 and then 1 over 11 to 50 minus 11 over 30,000. So we have negative 1 over 3,600 VTH equal to 0. Transposing that VTH, it will become positive equal to 1 over 750 and then multiplying both sides by 36. Therefore, yung VTH natin, that is equal to 36. Dividing that by 750, we have 4.8 volts. So, can you follow? So, VTH is 4.8 volts. Okay. And then after that, we can find our RTH. Okay. So, by removing the load, again, there's no load. So, just deactivate the independent sources. Okay. So, let's draw it here. We will deactivate. We will to deactivate. So, short circuit and then open circuit. So, we will to disregard that. Okay. Terminals AB. So, we have 5, 20, 5, and 6. Sorry. So, this is 5. 20, 5, and 6. Okay. So for RTH, so how can we determine RTH? These two are connected in parallel. So R is equal to 5 parallel with 20. We have 5 times 20 and then sum of 5 and 20. So we have 100 over 25, so meaning that's 4 kilo ohms. Take note that the resistors are in kilo ohms. And then after that, it is in series with 5. So meaning R is equal to 4 in series with 5. So 9 kilo ohms. And then after that, it is in parallel with 6. Okay? So that our RTH is equal to 9 parallel with 6, product of 9 and 6, sum of 9 and 6. So we have here 54 over 15. Okay, therefore RTH is equal to 54 over 15. So that is 3.6 kilo ohms. So if you will to redraw the circuit, so you will to determine the equivalent circuit of this, ayan, of our given circuit to determine that is equivalent to, so that is equivalent to a single voltage source in series with a single resistance connected to terminals AB. So we have here 3.6 kilo ohm, and then we have our voltage 4.8 volts. Okay, so that's the equivalent Thevenin circuit of our problem number 2. So any questions for Thevenins? Are there questions, concerns, clarifications? Okay, so none. So again, I will uh, send you the copy of our lecture for today. Okay, so that you will have a reference. And then by tomorrow, tomorrow, F to F tayo. Ano po? So tomorrow, we will discuss naman Norton's theorem. Okay? So tomorrow, in our F to F class, we will discuss Norton's theorem. Okay? So since we have 7 minutes left, so that would be all muna for today. Okay, if you don't have any concerns, any questions, so thank you for attending our meeting for today, and then we'll see you tomorrow in our F2F. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you.